Gonna record it like this.
Alright, so we are recording it, so maybe put that down. Dude, alright, so Wesley Snipes is a new recorder. I want you to EQ this.
Yeah, no problem. A little sound design on there. Yeah, absolutely.
Everything. Alright, so I'm sure by now many of you seen the tweet, Pump Right. We start where we first began. There's a lot of meaning in that image, and I'm going to break that down today. And also we need to relay a very important message. And that, through our learning, it's best to discuss first and then really put that into motion and comes out. So today we've got an important message to deliver that starts an exciting new chapter for us, but there's also an element that's sad and a little upsetting, but also not something we can't overcome in the next few weeks to months. We know transparency is utmost important to us and the Carrot Gang, so I'm going to give you the full down low on what's transpired in the last few days as we were getting ready to launch our public early access, which is still happening, but something has transpired and there is a feature change. So as most of you know, our development cycle was to get the pre-alpha out to the public this month with limited Web3 integrations, whilst the feature complete alpha and beta is completed in the coming months with more of the full suite of integrations, and then launch into season 1 likely next year, early next year. We're still on course, however there is a feature setback which is a little sad and really upsetting, and although not ideal, we're already working on fixing it. It's the age-old tale of us battling against a traditional media and entertainment machine for... Yo, dude. I'm turning you off.
Yeah, turn me off.
Why did you do that, man?
Sorry,
anyway.
sorry, guys. Sorry.
Alright, this guy's like a kid right now. It's the age-old tale of us battling against a traditional media and entertainment machine for Web3, which you're seeing quite a lot these days. CT's been full of this kind of stuff happening. So let's fill you in. Last week, we submitted our public early access build to Epic. By the way, this isn't all doom and gloom, in case anybody's like, what are these guys building up to?
Definitely not. Yeah.
What are these guys building up to? But I'm just going to be fully transparent with you out of respect, and that's just the way we are, and that's how we operate, right? So last week we submitted our public early access build to Epic for approval, and they've come up with some new feedback from their legal team in regards to not letting anyone use their payment rails, so Epic's payment rails, whilst having Web3 wallet connections in game. This means you're essentially not able to use their card processing systems or their marketplace functions to sell anything in a game, even if it's not an NFT. So what does this affect? This means for the public early access version that goes out this month, which we were using their payment system and marketplace for, which we'd already been approved for, we're going to have to, in this edition, turn off the wallet connection feature and importing of NFTs. As you know, all of our previous versions of the game, you've been able to load in your OG NFTs into the game as an entitlement, so you can essentially play with your NFTs as you... One sec, what's that? As you have been doing... One sec, I'm hearing a bit of echo. So, Topher, I'm just going to have to mute you, dude. As you know, all previous versions of the games, you've been able to load in your OG NFTs in the game as an entitlement, so essentially playing with the NFT as you've been doing through Epic so far, through all the previous versions since we started to launch. For this edition that's going to be coming out, so this early access pre-alpha this month on the September 20th, that unfortunately is not going to be possible anymore. This was previously approved, but it seems there's been a change in rules which will affect just this early access version of the game. It'll still be going out through Epic, it'll still be going out through Amazon Prime Gaming, but it means you're not going to be able to import the skins as you were able to do in the closed alpha. But that's temporary. We're already working on an edition where you can. And this was massively... I keep hearing feedback. I don't know who it is. Which one?
Top.
Alright, sorry, no one. Really sorry. This, I'm not going to lie, was massively upsetting to most of us here, and something, we've delivered on from the start. So, it's something we've already done, working on. It's already there. It's not a feature we're trying to work on. We've done it ages ago. And I wanted you all to be able to show off your badass hooligans from our first public outing, but essentially our hands are tied. We got put between a rock and a hard place, and we've had to make a temporary exception to still be able to get out this month, meet our milestones and progress with the plan with Amazon and Epic. Otherwise, that was at complete risk too. So one thing I want everyone to understand here, it's not a be all and end all.
No,
it's
definitely
just
not.
a temporary setback of a feature. It's not Epic's fault. It's not our fault. It's literally about risk aversion in the traditional world where they're not really where we're at with our crypto maturity cycle. Epic's actually been really good about everything, and I don't want anyone to be disappointed in them either. We've worked out a way forward that's going to allow us to get this edition out this month, September 20th, whilst working on the new edition, which will have all our connection features in as they were previously. So it's still there, it's still built. What we need to do now, and what we're already doing, is as we're moving into the feature complete alpha and beta in the next couple of months, we've got Epic's full support to integrate our own marketplace and payment rails into the game and bring back our wallet connection features and still be on the Epic Store, still have that distribution. And we've already got approval for solutions that we're already working with. So our next public edition of the game will feature more of our complete suite of Web3 functionality as intended, as well as our marketplace and assets for true player ownership. And the work on that's already underway. And we've something to tie you over to. We're not going to just kind of leave you in the lurch there. That was also kind of alluded into the image to make sure you still have the clout you deserve. And we've still got something to go out as OG. So we still go out September 20th with our launch of Prime Gaming and Epic. This is still our pre-alpha, we're calling it, so early access. There's still a development cycle to get us to feature completion, beta, and season 1. That's all underway. The plan has not changed in that respect. It's a very important feature to us that unfortunately we have to temporarily exclude for this particular version. But that's notwithstanding that we do have a plan and Epic are in support of the plan. So there's pros and cons to this. Cons are not able to import your NFTs in this edition, and I just want to make sure you understand that is just this edition. It is upsetting. And I'm going to tell you what kind of happened last week. It is upsetting, and there is what I'd say is a low risk, but there still is a risk to some wider Web3 community sentiment, but it's really low risk because we're already fixing it, and as you know, it's never the plan to have the integrations in this version, but the next one, and that's still the plan. The pros are we lose the NFT blockchain risk tag on Epic, which will actually do wonders in terms of not turning off any kind of traditional players. We get better traction with traditional gaming content creators. We get better traction with traditional gaming media, and that could help us grow the ecosystem in a whole new way. So there are pros and cons to this, and it's definitely upsetting. But in the meantime, to try and make it up to everyone, we've created a limited edition 8,888 jailhouse skin, because essentially our NFTs are back in jail again, for you to all claim when you also claim your founders passes. Nobody else is going to get these, and we'll do this via keys in the same way we did the download access code. So you'll be able to go on our website, connect your Hooligan wallet up and your Epic account, and connect your Hooligan wallet up, get your code, put it into your Epic account, and it'll allow you to get the founders pass and this extra special edition skin, which will never be available again. So you might, we did explore whether we could just do the same thing with the OG NFTs, but the problem is once you get an entitlement in Epic, you can't take it away. So we can't do that with the NFTs because it essentially would allow the creation of duplicates in-game, and that's against everything we stand for. So let's say you claimed your skin, your NFT skin, it was an entitlement in-game, then you moved it on and somebody else got it, they'd also be able to get it, which means there's two of them, and we're definitely not doing that.
Yeah.
This is just a temporary setback. But, it's pretty much something we are going to come across roadblocks and variables. This won't be the last time this happens. And, our job is to knock them down and find solutions, which we've done. So this is pretty much what we've been up against the last few days. And as you can understand, it's been difficult. It's been difficult to navigate this, right? So, and that's been, as a business that's committed to meeting these milestones, as already having been queued up with Amazon and Epic, for launch and queuing up all that stuff, and also then, at the last minute, kind of being withholding one of our most important features, right?
Yeah.
So it has been difficult, but the thing is, we're here to fight back against all adversity. We've got a plan, and we're going to deliver on it, and that's why we had to take down the reverse AMA last Thursday, because that's all this was going on then, and that's why Amazon also announced something for the 13th and why it's now the 20th. So just wanted to make that clear and be fully transparent about it. The key thing is here, we're not going to be derailed. We're still on our mission to success. We'll come up against roadblocks and variables. This won't be the last, and we're going to knock them down or find solutions. And whilst many in Web3 and Web3 games are shying away from even whispering the name of Web3 and try and reinvent themselves or choose to Trojan horse people and get crucified after, we're going to be unyielding on our resolve here. We're going to continue to be bold. We're going to continue to forge ahead with our mission to create a game that not only embraces the true benefits of Web3, but also champions all the other cutting-edge technologies we're working on, motion capture and AI initiatives. We're never going to shy away from what we're doing. We truly believe in what we're doing, and we're going to fight to get through this all the way. And we're going to continue to be committed to transparency. We've all got shit. I kind of feel like, and please tell me otherwise, but we've got a strong bond, and I believe this bond's unbreakable. Even as the strongest of elven blades. And together we as a collective here we've truly birthed something extraordinary, and the grandest chapters of our tale I still believe are yet to be written. And as long as Skyhopper exists, I'm going to continue to fight every battle on your behalf with my utmost of might. I'm a bit skinny these days, but I am going to the gym, and
I can attest
I'm
to that.
always
He is a little skinnier.
in your corner. We are motherfucking my Pet Hooligan.
Let's fucking go, man. Yeah.
And right now, I'm going to pause because I definitely want to make sure everybody's really clear on this, clear on the plan, and we can answer any questions. Some of you I've had to put on mute. I don't know how to take you off mute. Let me have a look. Yeah, I can do that. No, I can't do that. So if anyone wants to be pulled off on mute and I can't see you, either pull yourselves off it or say something in Discord. So first of all, I've had to deliver an important message there. I just want to make sure. Yeah, we'll go for it.
No, I was going to say it up at the top.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that everyone's clear on that. Everyone knows the pathway we're taking. Everyone knows we're still on track. It's a temporary issue we have to resolve, and we do have something in the meantime for you. So any further kind of clarification from that? I don't expect everybody to be completely pleased about this. I for sure wasn't myself. But
definitely not. Yeah.
I'm also confident in the plan we've got and the fact that Epic is standing behind us in this plan, and we're in a good place still.
And I think you'd pointed this out too. Like no slight against Epic here. Either they've been really supportive and understanding of what it is that we need to achieve, and they've kind of the verdict kind of came down from them. They're like, listen guys, this is what we can do, this is what we can't do, unfortunately. So that kind of just put us in a position that we needed to make the call and continue to move forward.
Yeah, and the upsetting thing was really that we'd already got approval, and it was kind of like a last minute change, and that doesn't help anybody because we've got deadlines to hit. We're already queued up with Amazon, and we had press and everything ready to go, trailer, everything. So it's like we have had to chop and change a few things, but everything's still good to go. And I think it's not. I think we're still gonna have a blast. I think it's still gonna be really positive. I think it gives us a really true test of how much these tags and these B1, this is NFT and blockchain, will really kind of affect us with traditional media and traditional gamers. So in the next few weeks we'll see that.
We're gonna get a lot of data.
We're gonna get a hell of a lot of data from this. But I want you to all just never forget that this doesn't derail us from anything we're doing. It's just this pre-alpha version.
Not in the slightest.
And work's already underway on everything. We've still already got all that work done. It's just a matter of having to use a different payment rail and our own marketplace solutions. And that's what we're planning to do anyway. So.
Yeah, and it's already in production, and now it's seriously underway. So. And also, I do feel like it's important that we all make sure that we really play up when wallet integration is back on and the NFT and your guys' NFTs are back in there. like just bet your asses that we're going to make a big deal of it, and we're going to make sure that
100%.
everybody's really,
100%.
getting to
No, it's massively important, and it's something we delivered on from the start. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Something which was the first thing we did.
Yeah, it's like one of the core features here. So that's why it's been upsetting for us guys, and we don't want letting you down like that. But also just know that we we have a solution, and we're gonna get past it, and it really is just moving forward from here.
All right. So at the same time, I don't want to kind of dull out the great news that we are releasing this public early access through Epic and Amazon Prime Gaming on September the 20th. We have an absolutely epic cinematic trailer going out. We have a great plan to start to really pump up kind of content creation programs, marketing. We've onboarded a traditional gaming PR agency as well. We're already in conversations with the likes of IGNs and Game Informers and GameSpots and traditional media that wouldn't usually kind of touch Web3 properties or are averse to them. Thankfully, everything we've been doing to really kind of set ourselves apart from a lot of things that are going on in this space, and the battles we've had to go through really put us in good stead, really give us solid legitimacy for what we're doing, and really kind of makes us stand out as one of the true and realist properties out there, and one that can have a very fundamental and found effect on the gaming space in itself. So we are truly committed to everything we plan to do, and we are going to do everything in our power to make this an absolute smashing success. And nobody's still asked any questions, but LB, I think you've come off mute, so definitely give us a shout if you're about to say anything.
I didn't realize I wasn't muted. I'm sorry.
All right, and I'm just going to say, there's a few individuals here. If you do want to speak, just say something in the chat, because I think you're on some form of mute that you can't undo. No One, Epic, Rookie, Paolo, Roguebert Bunny, and who else? Smoke, Topher, and Trader Z. Alright. Come on, somebody's got to say something here. Any chatter?
6967. Got any thoughts, brother?
6
How are you doing, guys?
Right.
Actually, I'm excited to hear about this new stuff, just like everyone else. Now live finally. I know we've had our internal talks, and it feels exciting to start announcing these things to the community and making sure everyone knows we are going out big in the next months. Obviously, it's not like all out once when you have a long road to develop a game, but gradually, more and more, and starting to build the foundation with the traditional PR and influencers, and it's also exciting, especially considering we are based in Web3. So,
damn right.
I'm really looking forward to this time. I couldn't be more excited. And while I could hear from your voice, Skyhopper, how deeply you care for the community and how much you anticipate the reaction, I kind of feel this relief myself. We're fully transparent with these things. We believe in our product. We know we are heading in the right trajectory. It's all victory from here. Let's go, guys.
Yeah,
Let's fucking go, man.
I mean, overall, it is all victory. But yeah, obviously, I do deeply care about everything here. Everybody stands by us. Everybody stood by us for the last, almost 2 years.
Yeah,
and,
guys.
I want to be completely open and transparent, not hide anything, and have these discussions. And, although some of them might be difficult discussions, they need to be had, right? It's better to have them. It's better to get opinions, feedback directly from everybody. And if there's anything else we can do to ensure that everybody feels are looked after, and ensure that everybody's really kind of confident of our plan going forward, and we're in a position to do so. But
yeah,
that's important to us.
Absolutely.
It may be a good time to pick up the Zuckbots 100%.
I think it is.
And this is another thing.
I think that's exactly right.
One of the things that we really kind of committed to going forward as well is, we want to get really sharper, and we've got a plan for all our socials across the board, right? We know crypto Twitter is big. We know we've been mainly operating within that space, but getting our presence up on YouTube, very important. Getting our presence up on TikTok, very important. But it's not just about doing the same things we do everywhere on these different platforms. It's about tailoring content for the different platforms, and we've already got plans and stuff in motion. So we're going to be a lot more active on that front as well, and really setting ourselves up as a product, as a game, as an entertainment experience in ways that we've not done before. And this is a true test to, actually how well can we implement and position ourselves in the market with our very unique and I'd say exceptional branding and style, one that we've always said could have global appeal. Now we're going to start to kind of push those wheels into motion, and I'm really excited about all that, and I think you will be seeing kind of what we've got in the pipeline, what we've got planned, how we're going to roll these things out, what our go-to-market strategy is, who we're getting involved, what events we're going to pull off, and we've got some big things coming this way, already planned for, already in organisation mode, and we're going to have an absolute blast in the next couple of months. And before you know it, you will have all your connections and NFTs back in the game, and we'll also be on our road with putting out the token too. So there's a lot of exciting, solid things still to come. And this in itself, I don't want you to be any less excited about what we're doing on the 20th, because this is something big and epic for all of us. And I still want everybody to understand that, and still play the very important piece and part you play in this. And my question my question back to you all is, what else can we do? What else can we do? We're gonna be giving you the extra entitlements, but I always want to look at what else we can also do. We're gonna be definitely having tournaments, events, but what else can we do is a question. So if anybody's got any ideas or feedback, or if everybody's really kind of comfortable about the direction we're going in, just talk to us. Let's hear some other voices.
What do we got, Carrot Gang?
What have we got? Here we got something.
In the meantime, I'll just say one more thing. For any game product, I think the most exciting time is when you are no longer broadcasting things yourself alone.
Yeah.
But when the game takes the heat and it starts to live its own life on the social medias.
Yeah.
We are heading in that direction in the next month. Imagine you wake up in the morning and you see someone quite big on social medias having made content in this game.
100%.
Yeah, big time.
100%.
Big time.
And that's one of the key things with this pre-alpha. It's about now. We've kept this really internal, and a lot of Web3 properties really keep things internal, or they're forever in some form of closed release. We now want to be bold enough to go out there and start to make our bones amongst the traditional world as well. Start to get people involved and start to organically grow with a new community too. We could organically grow, and we could spawn some great content creators that are really on their come up right now, that want a new property to get involved with.
Right.
So we're going to grow with a lot of individuals, and a lot of individuals are going to grow with us. But yeah, no, Topher, good shout there. I mean, really excited about the pre-alpha. It is going to be anybody can jump in and play. The version, it is a step above the version you've currently got.
Yep.
The visual customizer will be in there. There will be some packs that you could get. You will also every single one of you holders will be able to get the Founders Pass for free. You'll also get your limited edition Jailhouse skin as well for free. The customizer will be in there. There'll be 2 more game modes, so you'll get the free for all, which you've already got. You'll also get Team Deathmatch, and you'll also get something we call Coinpocalypse.
That's what I'm most excited for.
Which is an interesting game mode. We're going to see how that one goes. I think it'll be quite popular.
Very curious to see how everybody responds to that.
So it's leaps and bounds above the version you've already got. So definitely going to be good, but it's also going to allow us to kind of get the data we need to see, which game modes are people enjoying the most, where they're settling the most, what's kind of the elements that are being repeated the most. And that's really kind of going to help us between this version and the next version. And in that process, in parallel, we're putting in our own marketplace, our own payment rails, all the features of being able to buy, sell, and transfer assets. All of that's going to be in, and kind of our embedded wallet solutions as well. So it is a very exciting product that's going out. A lot of the guys here can't stop playing it actually, and it's a shame not all of you have got the latest version. I don't think even you have beta. I'm not sure, but even the testing group will be rather surprised by what's coming out. And you know, we are massively proud of this. And
honestly,
it's a major milestone. It's a major stake in the ground, and it's about us being bold and not hiding and not really trying to, be the project that stays in closed beta or closed alpha and never comes out of it, and just try and ride a million activations in the meantime. What it's about us is actually be bold, get out there, stand our ground, deliver against our go-to-market strategy over the next 4 to 6 months between now and getting season 1 out, and really develop a solid organic community around what we're doing, really develop relationships within the traditional media world as well. And that's what it's all about, right? Because ultimately, despite we all know Web3 technologies provide a future technology enabler for gaming, and a very important one that is barely understood yet by what we'd say essentially normies, right? Who all they see is news out there about scams, crypto, NFTs, prices, and that's essentially what they associate with it. Now it's up to us to change those perceptions, and we've got an absolutely stunning product to be able to do that with. We've got a stellar team behind us that are proactive and want to see this game be an absolute smash, and that's where we're at. That's essentially where we're at. And these next 6 months are massively important, and
it's kind of everything. Yeah, I mean, now it's interesting because this really is. I mean, you guys have been in it with us for this entire journey, and it's something that kind of being in the trenches, just kind of watching this development. We're now at a point where the MVP is actually ready to be released publicly right now, and again, it still is just an MVP. This is still an early access product that needs lots of development, but it's a fucking kick-ass one, man. And it's something that now and this is ultimately why we knew too that we needed to continue forward. We needed to make a difficult decision to just keep moving here and get this out. I don't know, I'm immensely grateful to all of you, and super proud of our game team for just really kind of putting their nose to the grindstone to make this shit. So yeah.
All right, what else have we seen? Evil Hopper trailer and alpha on Amazon. So the trailer is currently being pitched to a number of other outlets as well, actually tier 1 traditional gaming media outlets that actually have a bigger reach than Amazon Prime Gaming trailer and Epic trailer distributions as well. So it's going to come down to our decision on which direction we go with that. We will also be launching it on our YouTube, so we will be kicking off our YouTube channel in the next few days. It will probably start with the music video, the My Pet Hooligan music video, which we've never really released, and then the next video that'll go on there will be our our trailer. And the trailer is an absolute kick-ass trailer. It's definitely,
you're feeling good about that one, guys.
Definitely one of the best. So the products we put out there are always going to be great quality. And I can't wait to finally see some new faces be jumping into the servers and playing.
Absolutely, guys.
They're going to get absolutely destroyed, unfortunately, but just like at least give them a bit of mercy so that some of them do come back and want to play again. But everything else is still on its way. The hoverboard stuff, hoodies, etc. That's still on its way. It is a setback to some degree, but it isn't in the kind of larger kind of scheme of things. It is an upsetting setback, but it's also not something that's going to derail our plans and allow us to continue doing what we're doing.
Yeah, totally.
And, thankfully we've already got all that down packed there. How is our funding and runway doing? New hires to expand the team, members on the horizon. We're always looking at ways to improve the team. We've got a kick-ass team right now. We know as we kind of go out there and get through the next stages, we're definitely going to need to hire more resources, and that's all part and plan of kind of growing a business, and that goes in stages. What else? Update on trait swapping. Will pre-alpha have players buying skins and traits? Yes. So, see, this is the thing here. So, with this pre-alpha that was going on Epic, because we'd already said the full NFT integrations are not going to be in there. What we did have is we had founders passes, the packs that you've seen, like the clown, the anime,
the ninja, things like that, right?
All going out via the Epic Marketplace, and therefore you'd use Epic's payment rail, so there'd be like a card processing system to be able to get those. Now you all as holders will be able to get the Founders Pass and this OG Jailhouse skin anyway for free. But anybody else who was kind of jumping in there would have to use that payment rail. So that's what it came down to. They essentially have had a bit of a U-turn on that with their legal to say, actually we can't have any NFT integrations or wallet connection in this whilst that payment rail is being used.
Right.
And we're already in development of all that anyway, but it wasn't something we could switch out within a few days time, unfortunately.
Exactly.
And then that would at risk put the Amazon stuff at risk and actually the launch at risk as well. So there's like I said, there's pros and cons, and there's also a lot of pros here in terms of starting to attack the traditional gaming media and market. And let's not kid ourselves. The Web3 gaming is still a small niche. Now we all know the technology is an enabler for the future. What we need to start doing is, and we've been consistent in this message for months, is proliferate and start to get new entrants outside of this space and bring them on the journey. They're not at the same level of maturity of us. Some of us have been in this space since like 2010, some in the last couple of years, some of us earlier in that. We're at a different level of maturity and understanding of the space and its benefits. And the Joe public are not yet. And that's evident in not only how many people are playing Web3 games, but also evident in how many people actually involved with crypto in
general.
itself.
Yeah, totally.
If you look at it, the total crypto market cap, what is it now, $1 trillion or less or slightly more? If we look at the traditional banking system, it's a very, it's probably like 1-2%. And so there's still a massive onboarding journey generally for the space as a whole. And, like I said, there'll be some roadblocks, but it's our job to absolutely smash them down and keep going the way and direction we're going in. So, I don't know, I keep sounding like talking about the same stuff. I'm damn excited about this, but
I am too, man.
but at the same time, I don't want to hide messaging, so I want to be completely transparent and put it out there. And as sad as I might make it sound, the actual
solution
fact of the matter is,
it's only temporary.
We're ready to go.
Yeah,
we're ready to go and kick ass.
We got fucking great shit coming, and it's only temporary. It's really not that bad.
Yeah. I don't want to keep saying this. All right. Own payment system and marketplace, yes, exactly. And we've already got approval for some of the ones that we're working with already through Epic, so it's nothing they're not aware of.
And we do have a cleaned up website coming out to you guys, so that'll be coming out prior to the 20th.
Yeah, and we do have this recorded because I do want, this is really important. I want everybody to listen to it.
Yeah.
Okay. GM. All right, somebody just woke up. All right, cool. So that's that message. Able to take any questions, but I'm lots of new eyes coming. I would assume need to tighten up the stuff or deal with skeptical orange paper timelines.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Rex Avocado, definitely. We do need to update some of the timelines and milestones for sure. We are very aggressive in our timelines and milestones. Unfortunately, we've not managed to hit all of them in the way that we want to, but we're still committed to everything, but we do need to adjust that according to what we've spoken about. That's in process. What is also in process is a website update, which will be evolving over time. So we will
big time. Yeah.
We will start to kind of adjust our website to not be such a what kind of seems as more of an investor's website than like an actual entertainment and gaming website. So those adjustments are underway. There will be some adjustments on socials as well, and there may be some adjustments coming in Discord. So one of the things I actually wanted to talk about here was, we do have one Discord. Our Discord is predominantly, a lot of our holders.
Yeah.
I want to kind of pose the question now and get your thoughts around, should we start to tighten up Discord right now and maybe have a very core holders section where a lot of the kind of holder stuff we talk about, a lot of the kind of specifics on that are all put within that token gated area, and then also have a kind of more general section for the new entrants coming into this who we want to essentially as a group put our arms around, welcome them to what we're doing, really welcome them into the entertainment and fun aspect of it before we kind of really kind of push or start the education on it. I'm not saying before we really kind of push them into the true benefits of everything we're doing. We do want to do that, but we want to do it in a more educational manner and a slower, put your arms around us kind of way, if that makes sense. So kind of interested in your thoughts on that, because there have been some suggestions to throw up a new Discord specifically just for the game and just keep this one as it is. So interested in your thoughts on that. Does mean a little bit more resource lift and management and ownership. Could be the right play, but at the same time, we don't want to shy away from what we're doing. We don't need to hide it. We can also be bold about it and be really kind of transparent and clear about it. Because, if I don't know if I've spoken about my background so much, but for 6 years I worked in.
You're Irish, right?
No, I'm not Irish.
Just kidding.
I worked in business change transformation for 6 years as a management consultant. So and I'll explain what that job was. But I worked for. Basically, our teams would be hired for like 3 to 6 months to help companies perform a transformational journey for the business, often business change. And what that would mean is they want to introduce a new process, a new piece of technology to a workforce that is really set and ingrained in their traditional ways of doing things and won't really be receptive to new systems, new processes, new pieces of technology. So our job was essentially to go into the organization and help them through that journey. And that's business change transformation. That's essentially what we're doing here as well. What the lessons learned is you can't force somebody to accept something. You have to essentially bring them on the journey with you by involving them in focus groups, by involving them in education and educating them to how this new technological system or process will actually benefit them
and enhance the experience,
enhance their experience, and not actually take away from what they're doing, or not necessarily take away their job. In some instances, it's about making sure the individual is aware of how this technology, product, or system helps them, not the other way around.
Totally.
And that is what business change transformation is. And I've obviously learned a lot through my journey there. We worked with a lot of FTSE 100 companies, the UK government. I worked for a major organisation, management consultant, and I learned from the best of the best in that space. And that's what it's all about. You can never force somebody to do something. You have to bring them on the journey through comms, through focus groups, through education, and through a very fundamental understanding of their benefits by using these products.
Entirely.
And that's what we're here to do by taking Web3 gaming and the constructs of blockchain to traditional gamers. And that's why all the time when we were looking at crypto Twitter, we see, oh my god, this CSGO skin sold for $100,000. You can't tell me what traditional gamers hate NFTs. They don't necessarily hate NFTs, they just don't necessarily understand
really
it.
get it.
And the initial, and we do this, we test it out sometimes. We'll ask somebody on the street, oh, what do you think about NFTs? What do you think about this in conversation? And just their lack of understanding will be like, oh, I think it's a scam because, I read this article on BBC News, or, didn't something happen with FTX? Didn't they own crypto, then it went down? Or I know somebody who bought an ape for $500,000 and now, it's not worth as much. So unfortunately, it's that word association thing. But ultimately, it was the same with any traditional. It was the same with any technological evolution, right? It's always met with skepticism. Even the internet was initially, but now it's a part of our daily lives, and nobody can live their life without it. And this is the journey we're on. Maybe not as dramatic as the internet, but it's as dramatic as any technological evolution that needs to be embedded into a normal way of working or a normal way of operating. It was kind of the same with, and correct me if I'm wrong, with a lot of free-to-play gaming initially, and marketplace-based solutions and seasonal kind of releases of content. So the industry has been here many times, and the industry will progress again. We are on the forefront of making sure they progress in the right manner with a trusted partner.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So, Let's see what else we got here. Let's go.
I feel like I could run 100 miles or move a mountain. Yeah, the soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's we do need to complete the soundtrack. Now, I think we're about two faction tracks short, and we're definitely going to put a few more tracks out. But
Yeah,
we
got
do have a plan to get the soundtrack
coming your way there, guys.
Soundtrack out. It is going to be a good gym soundtrack, to be fair.
It is. Yeah, I agree.
And we do have I've got a lot of contacts in the music industry as well, so we'll be looking to get those guys involved too. So definitely upbeat about that as well. All right, what else? Okay, so just to kind of touch on some other news, which I might have just glossed on, but we have onboarded a traditional gaming PR agency that works in tandem with our Web3 PR agency, and they're all in process. So they've got all the contacts in the traditional gaming space, the blogs, the news sites, the reporters. So that's great. I'm really happy about that. We're also in progress on the kind of paid digital marketing side as well, with the traditional gaming agency in that space as well. We do have a content creator program, and Beto's leading on this as well. We've got a great solution to push that forward. We've got probably a list of over 1,000 content creators, from microcap to really kind of big ones. We're going to start with the microcaps and kind of progress upwards. We do have a plan for a big launch event. I'm not going to give too much away on this, but it's probably going to be in October at some stage. But we are going to play on this whole. We're going to start to play a lot on this whole Web 2 versus Web 3 theme, and that's going to probably be the. I reckon that's what I'm pushing for, to be the theme of this event. We are partnered with Amazon Prime Gaming. We all know Amazon owns Twitch, so I'm not going to say too much right now, but I'd just say think about the Web 2 versus Web 3 team. I'm telling you, we're going to do a pretty solid launch event. I'm also going to get some of my friends in the music world to provide some entertainment for that. So we're going to have a solid event that we're all going to be proud of and be able to stand for and be excited about kind of going into. So I'm actually looking really forward to that. It's going to be an absolute blast.
Yeah, no, that'll be great.
We're going to do our version of a Fortnite Travis Scott.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be Travis Scott, it ain't going to be Fortnite, but we're going to be massively proud of. That is really
still
on brand for us.
Cool.
And we're going to continue to play on this Web 2 versus Web 3 battle. And we're going to have fun with it. And
absolutely.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of testing there too, guys. That's one of the things I'm most excited for now, is just getting new users and new data. Frankly, we're going to be able to really test kind of like that attitude and really how how averse people are to feelings versus this and frankly then just how to navigate. That's ultimately what it's all going to come down to. Yeah.
And the one thing in our wheelhouse, which is our benefit, is the way we've developed our characters and our core character Hooli being a cheeky rabbit that can essentially take the piss out of anything and get away with it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a lot of fun with that in the process of our education for the normies out there. Everyone loves good content, right?
Yeah.
How can you shy away from that? And we already know that we're the best in that content space. So hell of a lot to be excited about right now.
Yeah,
I can't wait to start this next chapter.
So this early access release will only be on Epic Games, and Steam is on the way. We'll probably be encountering similar things with Steam in this regard. So we're just gonna but nonetheless, we do have
we do have inroads with Steam as well. There are a few Web3 titles that have started to pop up on Steam. I don't know exactly what integrations have got in there and what not, but we are in that. We are having those conversations right now. And Steam. Obviously we're still working on our console releases. So we do want this property to be everywhere, and Steam is really good for user acquisition too.
Yeah, this is also I'd noticed. Yeah, so gaming progress and leveling will be saved in this version. So you guys could be able to level up, and that'll all be saved.
Too hot, Flying Falcon, my dog. Too hot, yo. What up? NFT OGs versus Web 2 Hooli newbies. Good shout. I just say let's start putting our team together.
Bring it, normies.
People.
Yeah.
let's put our strongest 5 players together. That's all I'm going to say. And our strongest 5 players are going to take over the world.
Where's Vic?
All right, where is Vic? I don't know what. I can't remember what time. Vic's in Europe somewhere. So it's not too late for him.
We got O-Smoke.
All right. I think that's all I wanted to deliver today. But if there's any kind of questions, if not, I'd say just look forward to the 20th. Look forward to the release of our cinematic trailer. And I actually put out a cheeky tweet. Remember, it's interesting because there was all these Web3 Game Awards last year, and like games won it that weren't even released and that only had like trailers out, and some people won like best cinematic trailer. Like, dude, if we don't win all of those titles this year,
Once this is
somebody's getting
Shit's rigged.
Somebody's getting that brown envelope.
Yeah.
And it'll be the last of the few brown envelopes they're ever going to get, because we have arrived and we're taking over. So yeah, get excited about that. Get excited about what's to come in October. Get excited about your jailhouse skin. We'll have 888 on the front and OG on the back. Get excited about that. Get excited about to kick some normies' butts. Get excited about your Founders Pass. And get excited about the next version that's upcoming as well, where you will be able to show your true hooligan colours.
Let's fucking go.
There is, and get excited about the token too, because there's absolutely a lot of exciting shit still to come. And like I said,
can't wait for this fucking
as
token,
long as
man.
Skyhop is here and alive and well and kicking ass, I will continue to kick ass for the Carrot Gang.
Let's fucking go.
I want to give my. I was hoping somebody would give me a round of applause there, but shit.
Yeah.
Come on. No, thank you, Wes. Thank you, Wes.
I got you. I got you.
All right. We do need to get back to business because there is a lot to. There we go.
There we
Thank
go.
you very
There
much.
it is. There it
Thank you
is.
very much. We do need to get back to business. Some of the mods will be monitoring the chat, so if anything comes up or any questions, we'll pick up on it. We will likely have one of our traditional live streams next week.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably next Friday. We are on PokerStarter GG. I think they've had a rebrand. They're called something else now. Game GG.
Oh, nice.
Tomorrow, 7 a.m. PST time. Luke Paglia will be on there with the PokerStarter GG team. So if you want to tune into Twitter Spaces, jump in on that tomorrow at 7 a.m. Await our release on the 20th. Await our cinematic release and get ready for our live stream on Friday, where we'll have a hell of a lot more to show you, and hopefully that will be on our My Pet Hooligan YouTube channel.
I think, yeah. Yes.
So also, when we put out the back call, definitely get following that, because we're going to put a lot of emphasis on that YouTube channel going forward. Thank you all.
All right, team. Love you all. Appreciate you all.
Be speaking soon. And if anybody wants to chat offline, just DM me. I'm happy to jump on with anyone directly, and also happy to jump
Let's
on a
fucking
VC as
go.
well. So you all know where I'm at. I'll talk to a lot of you individually anyway. So just give me a shout.
Appreciate you guys.
Or if anyone's
Thank you
got
for
any
everything.
interesting ideas, as always, we are motherfucking My Pet Hooligan and
Let's
Hooli
goddamn
motherfucking
go.
who.
Let's fucking go. Hooli who, guys.
Woo!